Morning. We're just waiting for some bits and pieces for the tub, then I'll do some more work on that. So in the meantime, I'm going to look at getting the axles off. Obviously don't forget to crack the wheels before you jack it up. So we'll get the wheels off, take off the drive shafts, and take it from there. I said a minute ago the drive shafts, but obviously I actually mean the prop shafts. Take the prop shafts off, because obviously we're going to take the axles off, ready for when the new chassis come. Although we're a long way off from fitting them, but we need to get them all cleaned up and painted. So we've got a lot to do. Well, I've got one more bolt to get out. I recommend getting one of these 5/8. Makes it so much easier with that. Right, so I didn't have as much time as I thought yesterday, so we're still trying to take the rear axle off. Top of the shock absorber, the nut rang off. We've got most of the nuts undone where the ball joint is. We've got the props undone. Well, the props undone. The tie bars, they're undone. Obviously I loosened the wheels off before I jacked it up. And we shall get the rest of it off today. Just got to undo the bottom of the shock absorbers, which can be difficult because they spin. So we're nearly there, so we'll have another go at that today. One thing I haven't got is a 30mm spanner. So really you want a 30mm spanner to undo. I'll show you. So that is a good investment to get one. A 30mm spanner to enable you to undo these bolts, because that was very, very difficult. And that's, you know, it's your wishbone for your ball joint. These bolts are come undone okay, but these ones here, because of how the axles sit, they're just rusted away. I'm going to have to cut them. That's not going to affect us dropping the axle. So that's what we're going to do. And this is why you want to invest in a good 30mm spanner, because now my adjustable is slightly cracked, but only on one side, so it just shows how strong they are. I had a breaker bar on the other side of that bolt, but a 30mm spanner would have been a good investment. Also, I picked up the other day a 52mm socket for taking the bearings out. Now you can buy on eBay them stupid box spanners. They're about £13, but I actually got this, an impact socket. I don't know how good it is going to be. It's going to do the job. From B&Q for £11.99 posted. So that is really cheap, that is. The only other ones I could find near that price were £30. So B&Q, £11.99. Right, so we're about ready to drop the axle now. There's the shock absorbers. I pushed one in, it doesn't even return. But they're all rusty anyway. This one does work. So I push it down. I don't go too far, and that does spring back, but obviously we're not going to really use it. So I just had a jack in the middle of the axle while I was taking everything to bits, just in case, just to make sure we had no pressure from the springs holding anything, because it could hurt you as well. So just remember that, even though I was jacked up, I still had the jack under the axle itself. Now we're just caught in here where this hasn't dropped out. There we go. And the axle's off. I might have to just jack the chassis up a bit more. trying to get the toy bar out. At least someone put their grease on them properly. Now there's nothing holding the axle in place, so it should just drop off. Obviously we'll clean all these up. It's going to take months, isn't it? You know what, the springs are so rusted in, they're holding the axle up. Unbelievable, isn't it? Anything else holding in? Oh, yeah. Can you believe it? The rustiness of the spring is holding the axle up. That's down there, look. Unbelievable. Do the same to this one. There we go. Axle is out. Thank God for that. Probably the hardest job so far. Let's this one. And get one of the bottom strings. Small bits. I've got this rusty. That's lucky they're not spinning. That's one good thing. Gonna get some easier bits done. That rear axle was very difficult. So I've got the axle apart, put that over there, and I thought I'd do some of the easier bits on this now, like taking the seat box out. I've just got to grind these up. You can see how rusty they are. So we'll grind them off, get the seat box off, and then take it from there. So we've got the seat box off, give it a clean. I just got to clean it with some thinners and then give it a top coat. Well, prime it and then top coat it, so that'll all be sorted out. So we're slowly getting there, slowly. We're just trying to get all the sticky stuff off before we paint, which is about one of the hardest bits. Using some thinners. and scouring pad as well. That's nice inside there. And we'll just carry on with this. Right, so that's it for today. Seat box primed, sanded down all the stickiness off, and we'll top coat it tomorrow. Maybe have a look at taking another axle off. Let's have a look round. We'll remove this part tomorrow and just give that a, you know, sanding down and a coat of paint. And then all we've got to do is the bulkhead when the chassis come, and probably take the front axle off. I've got some primer, so we'll paint this axle up. Looks like there's a seal leaking here. It's a bit damp, that one. There's probably a seal leaking on that one. Thanks for watching.